from the Tabard Theatre in beautiful downtown San Jose, it's Off Night! In the studio tonight, our guests are Greg B., Jay Golden, Joe Hernandez-Kolski, Leslie Lang, and live music by Turn Me On Dead. Plus, Phil's Five Free and our house band, that Daffy duo, Drunk Monk. Now, help me welcome your hosts, Mr. Otto Walker and Mighty Mike Mcgee.
I'm already sweating.
Oh, good.
That can't be good. That can't be good. You know what it was? It was the flight of stairs.
It's the flight of stairs.
It's the flight. I peed and I rushed up here.
Oh.
And I don't rush. You know what I mean? Like no one has ever looked at me and said like, can you get there quickly, Mike?
Yeah, you're the tortoise that won the race.
I am the tortoise that wins all the races.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to get there.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm going to get there. And you often say to me, I see stairs, I don't flinch. You see stairs, you're like, fuck those stairs. Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's okay. It's all right. I do say that, and I have said that.
Yeah.
I have a haiku. It goes like this. I am Mike Mcgee.
Yeah.
I love women and free food.
Free food.
Running makes me sad.
Oh.
Right? So running makes me sad. Stairs make me angry.
Hey, stairs.
Angry. I hate stairs. And I'm not a lazy person.
No, not at all.
I'm not a lazy person.
You get it done in the sun.
I get things done. I walk everywhere, folks.
You do.
I walk everywhere.
You walked here today.
I did not walk here today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I got a ride.
I saw you walking. I thought you walked.
I know. I walked from the car to here.
Oh, good. That's a good. It's just walking from things.
No, last week I got in like a collective of out of 5 days, I got in something like 36,000 steps.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Yeah. I get my steps in. I've walked around. And I thought about, do you remember Runs with Jake?
I do. I remember
Runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he holds the record for literally running down every single street in San Jose.
Really?
Yeah. If you don't know Jake, then you don't know shit. All right?
Wow. I didn't know Runs with Jake ran every street.
Yeah.
How did he, I know there's not a grid network, so how did he handle Aviso?
I don't. Alviso has paved roads, you bastard.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. How long has it been since you've been to Alviso?
I don't know. All I see is pictures of salt flats, and then I wonder where the homes are.
There's homes there.
Oh, good.
It's 9 full acres of town.
Oh,
you know?
9?
9 of them. Yeah.
Wow.
They inherited one.
I didn't know there was that many.
There's a lot of acres there.
Acreages?
Yeah, single-digit acre.
Yeah. No
Folks,
double digits.
To my right is Mr. Otto Walker. Can we give it up for Otto?
Yeah, and to my left is the mightiest of all Mike Mcgee's.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, him.
I do what I can. I can what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He shakes what your mother gave you.
I like that.
Yo.
I like that. Mike, this is my mom. I know. Been shaking it for a while now.
Boom.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Boom. Whoa. Yeah. I slap myself and ride myself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But seriously, folks. Welcome to Off Night. This is San Jose's show of shows.
Our love letter to everything San Jose.
Everything San Jose.
Yeah. Culture.
Even
news.
Yeah.
Your mom's tomato basil sausage recipe. I don't know.
No, nobody does.
Yeah. Your mom has a good sausage.
We're not sure.
No. I feel like in San Jose, there's that sausage sign. Have you seen?
Sausage.
They have pins now. What's that group?
You talking about Stevens Meats?
Stevens Meats. Yes.
Yeah. Stevens Meats.
Yeah, there's a sign.
Yeah, there was a neon sign that
people want to preserve that sign.
Yeah. People have spent more money on making sure that sign has a home than people who need a home. I'm just saying.
It's true.
I'm just saying.
It's true.
Well, I don't know what we're gonna do about the unhoused population, but This
really
goddamn
need this
sign
sign.
is a legend.
Yeah.
This sign saved lives back in '07.
Yeah, when I was commuting in my terribly used vehicle, I don't know.
No, I saw it. I was like, oh, that rocket is not going to make it into outer space.
Nope.
Yeah. I saw it happen. Must have been a SpaceX rocket.
Yeah, I didn't use enough baking soda.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake just said you don't see cops clearing out Western Appliance. Aren't they closed? Isn't Western Appliance closed?
No, they're still open. They have appliances
still
to
open?
sell.
They still have appliances?
Yeah.
I love the sign. Don't get me wrong. I love that neon sign, but I ain't raising any money to save it.
No.
None.
It
whatsoever.
needs to go.
No. As a matter of fact, let's just make new signs with LED lights that are way more efficient.
Yeah,
know?
neon signs take a lot of energy.
We're getting booze.
Wow.
We're getting booze.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, but let's keep the unhoused, you sons of bitches.
People don't
Wow.
like innovation in Silicon Valley. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
What would have happened if we never invented a dot matrix printer?
Yeah. I don't know either. I'm
just saying there wouldn't be the tech without people in garages. I'm just saying that's what I was told when I first moved here.
Folks, it's so much safer if you just let him go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let him do his thing.
I bring up random facts.
He gets it out of his system, and then the last half of the show was great. You know. No,
Don't forget,
seriously.
sliced bread and cheese pizza happened too.
No, but you know what? You mentioned food, and we are selling at the bar. We have bao buns for sale tonight.
I think we even have vegetarian.
There's
ones.
vegetarian ones in there. I'm definitely going to try one of the vegetarian ones. I've never had these bao buns before, but that's exciting. Vietnamese flavored buns.
My favorite thing about bao buns is how they feel. You know.
How do they feel?
They feel soft and squishy.
More like wow buns.
Yeah, you they're like tacos, but then they're more
fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fluffy tacos.
You remember gorditas at Taco Bell?
Oh yeah.
That was fluffy.
Ugh.
Yeah. You said, "Oh yeah," like you were excited for the next part of the conversation.
No.
And then you weren't.
No. It's just,
No.
I'm just like not a person who's like, hey, Taco Bell, I got to eat there.
No, I know. You have told me a number of times how not a fan of Taco Bell you are.
That's
wise.
It's just anybody's mom could do better.
That's true. That's true, especially with a tomato basil sausage recipe.
Yeah, that's true. Tomato basil sausage.
Bam.
Fricassee it up and then throw
Taco
some
Bell's never
cheese
gonna do
on
that.
it. Some
They're never gonna do
mozzarella.
that.
It could be a pizza even and a taco at the same time.
Yeah. We'll make Atu take those words back by eating a gordita.
I mean, like, when's the last time you were like at home, other than you?
Yeah.
Anyone here? And you were other than you, okay? At home, it was like, man, I gotta have a bean burrito from Taco Bell.
A good number of people in the room, I assure you. There is, okay, I only eat one item at Taco Bell, and I haven't eaten in a long time because you kind of convinced me to just stop.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Because I don't eat meat, and so I only order the cheesy
You could
bean
make
and rice.
a better bean burrito
No,
at
I
home.
can't. Not for $1, it can't. No way. That dollar menu?
Okay.
That dollar menu? That saved some lives.
I promise.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Let's get some topics up on the screen here.
Oh,
folks,
yeah.
every week we play this game with Jake, our video director. Can we give
Something's
it up
off.
for Jake, folks? Give it up for Jake. He
Jake
makes us
Spikes.
look real good on screen here. He makes us look super good on screen. We love Jake. And we play this game with him where he takes 3 news stories and he posts them up on the screen, and we have to guess which one he's tweaked.
Yeah,
Something's
which one?
off. Something's off
with
and we call this game
Jake.
Something's Off with Jake. So he's going to show us 3 news articles. We've never guessed it right on the first one.
No.
Not on the first one. We always have to see the others to compare them.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I
And
have
he really
guessed
got
it right
he got
on
us
the-
last week. He really
I've
got
guessed
us.
it right on the first one.
You have?
I have.
You were like, that's it. That's the wrong one. The first one.
Well, sometimes it isn't the first one, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
so
okay.
shut up. All right. All right,
My
Jake, go
bad,
ahead.
my
Give
bad.
us number 1. SJPD officer resigns following police shooting outside 4th Street, La Victoria last year, citing extreme guilt and regret.
We'll move on to the next one.
Yeah. San Jose local reopens Bernal's Scream haunted house in memory of late father.
Oh.
Aw.
That's nice.
And there's credit at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So
That seems like it's probably true.
because he credited it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was probably already in the photo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
But it does seem that way. Yeah. Okay, Jake. Let's see the third one.
Yeah.
Google ends agreement with main developer for California campuses. Future unclear for downtown West.
What does that mean?
It means future unclear for downtown West.
I guess we don't need a West downtown.
Well, no. What it means is the Google ended an agreement with the main developer, so they could always get another developer.
Oh, who's that developer gonna be?
Hold on, let me.
Could
Google
it be me? I'm a good developer.
Yeah.
I like taking photos and doing this.
Do you know what that looks like? What you just did?
No, it's me shaking a photo in a tray.
Photo, huh? Is that what kids are calling it nowadays?
Oh, my bad. I don't.
No, on camera, it looked great. It looked really good.
I don't. How else do you shake a photo? Like,
what are you shaking a photo for?
You have to like dip it in the tray and then.
The tray isn't down here, Atu. The tray's.
I feel like I'm tall.
Counter level, and you use.
All right, this is the tray.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
You were just masturbating on the street.
No, I was not.
You were.
My pants are fully on.
I just don't. What is developing pictures? Man, I'm mad now.
See?
That was horrible. All right, which one? Okay, let's. Can we cycle through all those one more time there, Jake?
We should,
please?
but I already
Real
know
quick.
which one is not true.
Okay, SJ, this one, Atu. You guys
first
think
one.
one isn't true? Oh, you think he tweaked one? You think he tweaked number one? All right.
Yeah.
Let's see number two.
Yeah, he definitely tweaked number
Number two reopens. That one, I feel like I don't know how you would tweak that one, right? That's got to be true, right? And then number three. Number three, Google ends agreement. That feels super true, right?
Yeah,
it feels like a Google thing to do.
Yeah, it's number one.
Yeah. If anybody in here works for Google, good job. All right. But seriously though, number one.
Yeah, number one. Okay.
Number one feels like number one to me. Who thinks it's number one? By a round of applause. Who thinks it's number two? By a round of applause. Oh wow. Who thinks it's number three? By a round of applause. Okay. Everybody thinks it's number one. Jake, which one is it?
Number one.
Drum roll, please. Yeah! That SJPD officer really did resign, but because a probe into the shooting found he sent insanely racist text messages. One straight up said, "I hate black people," and there were much worse.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's why you laughed.
Yeah,
I didn't know the whole story.
Yeah, I've been following this story because I watched the police very intently.
Yeah.
And they've been kind of like in court with this guy for a couple years, and he was trying to deny.
The cop was?
Yeah, that he shot this guy just because, and all the rest of the police officers that were there with them, like, didn't get that aggressive, and so shout out to the San Jose PD actually and the mayor for firing this dude. So that's the kind of policy we need in our community, where police are held accountable for abusing their power.
Yeah. What was that story we heard the other day? You read the other day that was like, oh my God, this is so crazy.
Oh.
Remember that one?
Oh, there's like an AI robot running a rum company now.
A what company?
A rum company.
An AI robot running a rum company.
A Danish rum company that is based in the Dominican Republic, I think.
This is, okay, that's, I mean.
So yeah, there's an AI female robot running a rum company that's based in the Dominican Republic that's owned by Danish people.
Yeah.
That's how weird our world is.
What is a female robot?
I don't know, but she's dressed like a woman, so maybe it's a robot?
Nope. We're not
I don't want to say it.
Nope, we're not going anywhere
Nope.
with that.
Nope.
Congrats to that successful female rum robot.
I mean, they said it was a female. They named it a woman. I don't want to get in trouble like I did last week, okay?
Yeah, you got in some trouble last week.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Those of you watching at home, go ahead and click over to last week's episode.
Don't do that right now.
Check that out. Yeah.
Pay
Go
attention to what's happening
now.
now.
The first 10 minutes of last week's episode. It's pretty great. As in, make America great again.
No, America's fine where it is. Can we get a shirt that says that America's okay right now?
America's okay, but it could be better.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. It could be way better.
It could be way better for everyone.
For everybody. Yeah, exactly.
Like we could have housing for everybody.
I agree.
Easily.
All right, let's move on along. We're going to bring up our first guest, our always permanent first guest. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Downtown San Jose himself, Phil Maresca.
Phil's 5 free.
Phil's 5 free.
Thank you. I have a nice surprise for you.
Oh, what's that?
I have a really good recipe for tomato basil sausage sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
That's good.
See,
tomatoes and
There is such a
basil,
thing.
I believe you.
sausage go together.
Yeah. You didn't just make that up. It's a real thing.
It's delicious.
Okay, I want to start something serious first.
Yeah.
We have as you know, the homelessness issue. We talk about it a lot. It's very visible in San Jose. But what I want to point out is that there are a lot of great organizations, including the city and the county, that are doing things about it and working hard to try and make things better. And they're finally starting to work together. And the smart people have finally figured out that, we have all these services. Let's kind of get everybody together and see what we can do and let people know about it. So tomorrow afternoon, around lunchtime in St. James Park, there's an event for myconnectsv.org. And MyConnectSV is a platform, an app on a phone where people who are struggling with homelessness can actually access services, access their records, and then give that information to the people who need it. So it's a great thing, and there's going to be about 33 different organizations on site. I'm going to be there helping set it up. Mike's going to be there as our MC. And it's, I didn't put it in Phil's 5 free. It's not kind of a public attendance, let's have fun kind of event. But it is a great event for people who are struggling. So if any of you know anybody who's struggling with homeless issues or experiencing homelessness currently or in the past, send them down to St. James Park tomorrow between 11 and 3. Okay?
All right. Thank you for telling us about it.
I'm very proud that we're working on that tomorrow.
So am I.
Okay, let's go to Phil's 5 free of a more entertaining variety. Okay, so the big one, number one on my list this week, next Monday night, it's the season finale of this great show.
All right!
Yes.
Break time.
So, as much as I enjoy the break in the wintertime, but I'm really kind of sad that we're, going to be not having this for a few weeks. So, but we will be back next year for another round. That is every Monday night, but particularly next Monday from 8 to 9:30 here at the Tabard, and then live online, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Vimeo. Is that right?
That is correct.
Vimeo?
Okay, cool.
And folks can still watch every single episode on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
And Mike, can you give us a little hint of who's going to be here next week?
Well, we have some of my favorite performers. We have a comedian. Why am I blanking?
Jason Cruz.
Jason Cruz. We have The Accidents, which is one of my favorite bands in San Jose. And we also have Awesome Foundation is coming down here. Good Karma Bikes is going to come and talk about stuff.
Wow.
We might have some folks from Downtown Association.
Okay.
It's a full show next week.
Also, I might do a backflip, one of the two.
I'll step over here. Okay, so that's next Monday. Also next Monday and every Monday, including tonight, right after this show, right in this very room, it's Off Mic.
Off mic.
And Off Mic happens right after this, and with one of San Jose's favorite open mic hosts, LIP. Is he in the room yet?
Not yet.
I can't
but he'll
see.
be here
Okay.
soon.
He will be here soon. Sign-ups for that start at
8:30.
8:30 tonight and every Monday night. And they will be continuing, right, Mike?
Yes.
Okay, they will be continuing.
Off mic will take over our time slot until we come
Okay.
back in January.
That's right.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And another thing on Monday nights right here in this building, the 5 Points Jazz Jam, or in the next building, is every Monday night from 8:30 to 11:30. Live jazz music jamming, and that's presented by San Jose Jazz.
Yeah, give
On
it up
Monday
for San
nights,
Jose
5
Jam.
Points. Their official address for you mappers, 169 West Santa Clara.
Yeah.
But it's just right downstairs. And there's another thing going on every Monday night right here, and literally in this building. We even share the bathroom with them. O'Flaherty's has a karaoke night on Mondays.
That's true. Yeah.
9 to
sing your
close
heart out.
every Monday night. And it's right downstairs. Their address is 25 North San Pedro. So basically, for the people who say there's nothing going on Monday night, there's 3 things going on, 4 things going on right here, like within spitting distance.
Spit.
Spitting distance.
I can spit that far.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Monday nights, come on down to San Pedro Square, and there's stuff going on. And then last up on this Saturday at noon in downtown San Jose, 20,000 people will be coming downtown to see, and did you know this? The 105th annual Veterans Day Parade.
Whoa.
All right.
105 years this parade's been happening.
That's incredible.
In downtown San Jose. Yeah, it really is. It really is a great event, and should come down. Come down early. It's about a 1.5 hour, 2 hour parade. It starts on Almaden in Santa Clara, and then it comes down, takes a right on Market Street, and comes down past the park all the way to San Carlos.
Okay.
So, and that is this Saturday, which November 11th, Veterans Day at 12 noon.
And they're expecting 20,000.
20,000 people this year, yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps growing.
Wow.
Yeah, it keeps growing.
That's huge.
All right.
So-
Support those who have sacrificed for our rights.
Celebrating and honor those who've served.
Yes.
Okay.
I love
All
it. Thank
and
you
that's
so
my
much,
5.
Phil. Thank you,
Thanks,
Phil.
guys.
Give it up for Phil.
Phil Maresca, everyone. Thank you, Phil. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I am.
Yeah. What are you?
I am sad that we're going on hiatus because it's so nice to have this to do every Monday.
I
you
like
know?
it too. I do.
I love this show, but it's crazy. This is episode 20 of season 2. We've done 21 episodes of season 1, and we're
Yeah.
going to do 21 episodes of season 2.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take a nice little deserved break
42 episodes
42
in 1
episodes
year.
in 1 year. Yeah.
That's Jackie Robinson's number.
That
42.
that was yes, yeah. Retired throughout all of Major League Baseball.
Yes, that's right.
No one can wear 42 ever again.
A
Yeah.
healthy number.
But we can do 42 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, season 3 is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Next week we got a jam-packed show of entertainers.
Yeah, we're
People
jamming
are
it
going
tonight.
to-
We're jamming it next week. We got so many fun guests for you guys. Are you guys ready for your next guest?
I'm ready for our next guest, folks. He's coming all the way down. He
All
came
the way.
all the way down from Humboldt.
Like Mary J. Blige, he came down.
And he's actually relocating to the Bay Area, so we might actually see him a little more often after tonight.
I'm
I hope
grateful
you
for
enjoy.
the experience.
Please welcome the poetic stylings of Greg B. Everybody.
I'll just take it off the mic. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you all tonight. I'm super grateful to be here and excited to be here with y'all. I'm excited to be anywhere. I'm one of the kids in high school that they thought was going to die or go to jail. I was addicted to alcohol and drugs at a very young age, depression and bipolar disorder. I got clean and I stayed on my meds and I became a nurse. And then I became a traveling nurse, and now I'm a touring poet. And touring poet is a thing you can be, apparently. So I'm excited about that. And this is my poem about that. It's kind of one of my most favorite poems to do, and I'm going to do it for you. I'm just going to move this out. Oh, we're not going to touch that again. Okay. This is not my baseline. This is what a manic episode looks like in 11 parts. 1, I was driving my car 100 miles an hour down the interstate, and as the road ahead of me banked to the right, I wondered what would happen if I turned left. I just lit up a cigarette instead. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes then too. I wrote another poem about my skinny jeans. It's a funny poem. I use humor as a way to get the audience to like me and to get them comfortable enough to see the scariest corners of my mind. Bo Burnham said, you can tell them anything. Just make it funny, make it rhyme. This is not a funny poem. This poem does not rhyme. It's supposed to make you uncomfortable. 3, I'm sorry that I hurt you. I didn't mean to. Does anyone ever mean to? I mean, I know some people mean to, but I did not mean to. 4, when I was in community college, I took a poetry class. They played us recordings of the Beat Poets, and it was the first time I heard the queer voice of Allen Ginsberg say, I can't stand my own mind. I wanted to read poetry and read it in coffee shops just like him. I read a poem about dying for the class. Y'all, my professor told me that my metaphors weren't believable, that you can't actually be asleep long enough to be completely covered in snow. I said, fine, I'll just read poems like Ginsberg then. My professor told me that I was not Allen Ginsberg. I wanted to tell him the names of all the poets he wasn't and would never be and who I was, but I decided to show him instead. That's when I started reading in coffee shops. Thank you, Professor. 5, bipolar people are more likely to kill themselves in a manic episode than a depressed one. People don't understand that, though. They say, don't you feel good when you're manic? I tell them it's like when a comedian cuts their set short after a big laugh. They call it going out on a high note. 6, I do not feel good when I am manic. 7, when you're suicidal, you forget the names of every Facebook friend who copy and pasted a status saying, call me anytime, we'll make coffee and talk. You text your best friends the words, I need help, but don't hit send because you don't want to be a burden. 8, sometimes I talk so fast, I'm thinking so fast that my mouth can't keep up, and I'm scared that I'll forget what I'm saying, but forget to think about whether or not I should actually say the things. 9, I'm sorry I said them. 10, I took out $100 and I put it all on black. How many times can we'll really hit red in a row, right? I felt such shame. How many people could I have helped with that money instead? When I went back to the ATM, it said I had insufficient funds. I was insufficient. 5 times. It can hit red 5 times in a row. It happens all the time. 11, Bukowski said that poetry is what happens when nothing else can. Right now, nothing else can. But I am not Charles Bukowski, and that's a good thing because he's dead, and I'm not, and I'm Greg B. Hello. Nice to meet y'all. Thanks. So yeah, 5 years ago, I moved to California as a traveling nurse, and I got really lucky to link up with a community of hippies and punk rockers and poets, and they were like, you should release the book you wrote. And I released the book I wrote. It's a novel. It's called Saying Goodbye to Toxic Boys. It's about overcoming codependency in a fun love narrative. And it's been a pleasure to just kind of tour it for the last 4 years. Also, in the midst of all these hippies and artists that I've been hanging out with, I discovered that I'm gender fluid, which is a really special, cool kind of thing. And I know people don't understand it, so I wrote a poem about how no one understands it. And it goes like this, or not no one, but a lot of people don't. It goes like this. Being gender fluid confuses me more than it confuses you. It confuses me when I pick up a pair of pink glasses I like, and the red-faced optometrist screams across the room at me, "That's the women's section!" To which I say, don't worry, nothing matters. Time is an illusion, and someday we are all going to die. There is no lens through which this man will ever be able to see me. I put down the glasses and I buy contacts instead. Being gender fluid confuses me because until a few years ago, I didn't even know I could be gender fluid. One day at work, I went to a training called Gender Affirming Care, and I started to sob. Because for the first time in my life, I heard someone describe what I am. I always felt like a man, but I also felt like a woman. I thought maybe I was just too gay, but had too much internalized homophobia to admit that I was. I wondered what was wrong with me, but nothing was wrong with me. The binary just doesn't make sense to me, and that's perfectly okay. I feel like a prism has opened up above me, and I can finally shine through it. Being gender fluid confuses me because I don't know what I'm supposed to look like. When I have a pink kazoo around my neck, people are like, sure, you're gender fluid. When I wear a wig and a Harley Quinn top, no one questions if I'm queer. But it's so easy to look like a cis man again if I don't put the effort in. Sometimes I don't want to put the effort in. Sometimes I just want to blend in. Sometimes I don't even want to be gender fluid. But I am. When I was 6 years old, I told my best friend that my favorite color was pink. He said, that can't be your favorite color because you're a boy. I thought he was right. Yeah. I said my favorite color was yellow for the next 30 years. I learned to love yellow. Yellow became comfortable, but it was a lie. When I published my book, I gave that book a pink cover. I made pink t-shirts and pink stickers. I am not hiding who I am anymore or my pink things. It might not make sense to everyone, but it all makes sense to me now. So being gender fluid doesn't actually confuse me more than it confuses you. All these things people have said and done don't matter anymore. They're just lines in this poem now. I choose what words I speak. I cast my own spells. I love my life, and there is nothing confusing about that. Thank you, y'all. So yeah, I am relocating to the Bay. I just took a nursing job. I'm a registered nurse, and I know I don't appear that way in this moment, but a psychiatric nurse. I've been doing that for 8 years, and I'm going back to work tomorrow, which is a little jarring to go from like a month-long tour to that. But I'm excited because I actually really love dancing, and dancing is a passion of mine that I'm going to be pursuing here in the Bay. There's just like a place to dance every day, and I'm excited about that. Yeah. I got one more poem for you, and it's just one more quick poem, and I hope you like it. I have books and stickers for free, well, books for sale and stickers for free. Come see me after. I'll be here probably all night long because I have nowhere else to be. I live in my van right now, so yeah. And this poem is just an open letter to every asshole on Facebook who complains that we're wearing Carhartts but not doing Carhartt shit. 1. You're with me. All right, we got this. 1. The tattooed barista that you think is hot hates you. She's quitting her job and she's going to travel the world working on farms. She does not care how long the line gets. 2. Have you ever seen the way a flamboyant artist hangs 20 paintings before a gallery opening? He's quick with the drill and he can find those studs faster than you can. 3, we're invading your neighborhood hardware store. That beautiful trans woman over there is going to find you the right screws and bolts you need because even though you're working class, we all know you can't find shit in there. The non-binary person behind the counters be a little annoyed that you forgot to write down the price of the screws and bolts, but don't worry, they know how to look it up. 4, we're getting ready for the end times to come. We're collecting rainwater, learning permaculture, and having sex parties. 5, you're not invited to the sex parties. 6, we look cooler in our beanies and bibs than you do. That's what this is really about. 6, you're not special. 7, stop gatekeeping. 8, this is homophobia and you know it. 9, I saw a woman in tie-dye leggings safely disconnect the electrical wiring off track lights, like these, and then rip them off the fucking ceiling. She's going to paint clouds on that ceiling to let all the light of the universe shine through them. People say that you can't actually see God when you look up, but I have. She's at the top of a ladder, and she's more beautiful than she can possibly imagine. She's got a toolbox that her father gave her and a tape measure that's been in her family for generations. She says they don't make them like that anymore. We are changing the definition of Carhartt shit, and there is nothing you can do about it. Thank you all so much. Let's see if the microphone, I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold on to it. Oh, look, there's a stool I can sit on. Thank you. Thank you all so much.
All right,
Folks,
give it up for Greg B, everybody.
Greg!
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Being
Greg.
here. Yeah, it's be like a bumblebee.
See what I did? See what I did?
So how does the Beehive feel about your last name?
The Beehive. Yeah. That's a good question.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. It's not a good question. I mean, it's a good
the
question.
Knowles Carter
you know
people.
What? The Beehive, my Beehive loves my last name. And
there you go. High
it.
five.
There you go.
And if they
All
don't,
right,
they're not really
fine.
part of the Beehive then.
I like giving Atu shit because he's very.
I like to come with the hard hitting questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Greg. You're a recent transplant from the Humboldt region.
Yes.
of super northern California.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that you're still in technically northern California?
Yeah, I don't understand how I can drive 6 hours south and still be in Northern California.
Because you can't. But
Right.
this really should be Central California. Is
Central
what it should be.
California.
It's a 14-hour drive state, though.
Right.
Easy. Easy.
Easy.
For sure, yeah. Oh, we once drove from Chico to Los Angeles.
Whoa.
I think we did it in 7 hours.
Oh, y'all was driving.
Yeah. And it was like we ordered food and just ate, and we went like 75 miles an hour the whole way, 80 miles an hour. You know, like my friend, I didn't drive. My friend had a lead foot, and we got there, and it was so that I could perform poetry. I could perform one poem.
Whoa.
One poem. We got to LA so I could perform one poem.
How did that go?
It was great because it was with Viggo Mortensen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not to name drop, but to name drop a little bit.
Wait, is that the same night you met Rosario Dawson?
No, that was a different night.
Oh, okay.
And my friend Joe was there when it happened, too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Give it up for Joe. He's
yeah.
great.
But back to Greg B. Sorry,
Yeah,
Greg.
have you met Rosario Dawson?
I have not.
Okay.
No,
I was
you
really
should.
excited to meet you, Mike, tonight.
Really?
And get burritos with you. I was texting people like a fangirl. I was.
Aw. So nice.
So this is a legend here, everybody. Mike Mcgee.
Big legend right here.
I mean, thanks. That's very nice.
Yeah, he did a costume change and everything.
I had to, no, you know what? I made the mistake of putting on a hoodie and a hat for the show. And then I realized it was like, oh, I'm already wearing 2 layers. You know, a natural one and then a cloth one. Anyhow, Greg,
Yes.
how long have you been doing spoken word and performance poetry?
So I started spoken word like when I was 20 years old. I'm 39 now. But really been doing it seriously the last 5 years.
Okay.
I had some awesome support in Humboldt County and a poetry mentor, Will Gibson, Dylan Collins. These guys like took me under their wing and really showed me the ropes, and been doing it seriously since then.
What was it about spoken word that lured you in and really like took its grasp?
Yeah, I think it's just like the authenticity and being present with people and being able to like look around a room and say the things that I think and people respond to it, and then the kind of conversations that happen afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do acting, I used to do music, but those things, there was always like something in between me and the crowd.
Yeah.
And I like that poetry kind of, for me, opens it up.
Well, I mean, and you're coming to a region that is, I mean, rich in poetry and spoken word. What's it like? Sort of leaving an area like Humboldt that had like maybe a smaller community, coming into a space where you know there's more options. You know, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. It's like overwhelming but exciting. I do have some contacts with people here, so I'm excited to see like what happens.
Yeah.
But I miss everyone up there, but
I'm sure.
I like to drive, so I'm
Yeah.
sure it's only 6 hours.
Well, you well, I mean, if you don't mind stopping and starting on the freeway, then yeah. What are there freeways in Humboldt?
The 101 in Humboldt is a 1-lane windy country road.
That's so
Oh.
weird.
And when
I've
it goes
driven
through
on
when
this
it goes
road.
through Eureka, it has 2 lanes.
Ooh.
And people think it's traffic if you have to wait a minute at the
Actually,
light.
I think I hit a deer in Humboldt County on my way to Coos Bay.
To Coos Bay, yeah. You hit a deer?
I think, it was
Were
on
you
my
okay?
birthday.
Were you okay?
Like 3 years ago, yeah.
Were you okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. The deer survived.
Oh,
The rent-a-car didn't.
Right. One of the 3 is not gonna be okay. At least
Yeah.
one of the 3.
Something has to die.
So
that
what's it
situation.
for you transitioning here? I know you asked this question somewhat, but what are the things that you're excited about getting acquainted with our community?
I think like what I'm excited about is there's many communities in the Bay Area that do poetry.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like the Berkeley people, and they have like the Berkeley Slam
Very
on
strong.
Wednesdays, incredible. There's San Jose and what y'all are doing down here. There's Santa Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
There's stuff that I'm unaware of,
Yeah.
and I think what I like about it is there's just so many poets. There's so many mics. There's so many things to do. So. That's what's so exciting about it.
Pretty rich
Yeah.
with poetic history and a poetic future, I will say. I mean, we got the poet laureate of Santa Clara County is sitting right over there, folks.
Yeah, give it up for Shaka, everybody.
Shaka Campbell sitting over there.
Shaka Campbell.
Yeah. So now talk about a legend.
Yeah, we name drop as much as we can.
As much as we can.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson's on her way. So
Leonard Nimoy is right over there.
Aw, rest in peace, Leonard. But yeah, so I'm excited for you because I having been a touring poet and having landed in various places, some pretty soft landings. Worcester, Massachusetts being one. Portland, Oregon was good to me living in Portland, and then Bellingham, Washington, which was probably my favorite place to land for a period of time. And I always stayed in those places for about 18 months. You know, you are going to be working as a nurse here in the Bay, Concord, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Oh,
And
shouts out to Concord.
yeah, I was telling him about your connection to Concord.
Oh yeah,
He married into it.
I'm married into Concord. It's good stuff. buddy.
And so, but it's exciting to go to a new place. And I'll say this: right now, you got me, you got folks in this room who are happy to support you and happy to make a cup of coffee and stay up with you throughout the night if necessary. You know
Thank you
what I'm
so
saying?
much. That
Yeah.
means the world.
Absolutely.
High five.
Folks, give it up for Greg B, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good
Get
night.
his book.
Yeah, Greg has merchandise for sale at the desk over there. So if you would like to take home any of his work and support a person who depends on gas to get where he's going, go and check out his wares over here. And thank you so much, Greg. Cool. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Give
so
it up,
much.
Greg, please.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah, we can move these. All righty. Hey, Atu, let's stand over on this side. Stand over on this side. We got a camera over here. Look at Jake. Folks, can we give it up for our technical director, Greg Holmes, over here? He's moving stuff around.
Greg to his homes.
He's rarely on camera, and there's some unsung folks in this room, people.
Yeah, he's
All right?
almost too attractive for the camera.
Almost.
Yeah, so-
Almost too attractive.
Yeah, he looks like he could be like in a Shakespearean play. I think he's been in a Shakespearean play.
What? Has
I
he?
think- I
He
think he
probably
has.
has. I feel like he has.
He has that kind of hair where he could just.
Oh, I know. I like this right now. I feel like I have long hair, and I know I don't. Yeah, I love having short hair.
Oh.
Because I'm a short person, so I like my hair like I like my body. Short and unnecessary. But I wanted to say, first things first, if you are here to sign up for Off Night,
Yeah,
you need to
Off
talk to
Mic.
Sean. Where's Sean? Where are you at, Sean?
Sean's wearing a beige
Oh, there he
hat,
is.
I think.
Sean is he's over by the stairs over there. He's got a hat on. He's wheeling stuff up. So
He's helping the children.
he can sign you up for Off Mic if you would like to perform in the open mic after Off Night.
Yes.
And I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Greg Holmes, our technical director, and Jake Spikes, our video director, because they make this show possible for you to hear and see, especially if you're watching from at home. And if you are watching from at home, happy birthday, Vancouver. We love you. All right. Yes.
Our next guest.
Our next guest, folks. I'm excited. Something a little different for you. If you like different, then you're going to like this.
Yeah.
Please put your hands together for Jay Golden,
Jay
everyone.
Golden. Yo, give it
My
up.
bad.
Yeah, I was confused too. I didn't know.
Right.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
I gave him the schedule, and then we weren't abiding by our own schedule.
Yeah.
Folks, give it up for Jay Golden.
Jay Golden. And Meredith, can we get him a mic real quick?
No, well, here, I'll just stand next to it.
Okay, good.
We can do that.
So, Jay, what is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get into this and what we're doing, I really just got to say, like, I love what you guys are doing. I want to thank you guys. This show is incredible.
Wow.
I've been living
Increíble.
in San Jose for 10 years, and I wish you guys had been doing this for 10 years because I learned so much great stuff about the area, and it's awesome. So thank you.
Well,
Thank you,
Jay. If we can get the support we need to keep doing this show, we'll do it for another 10
Yeah,
years.
do you know any billion-dollar people that just don't know what to do with their money?
Anyone work for Google or know a contractor?
Yeah. I mean, I know a developer.
Yeah. Oh God, do it again. Do the stupid pantomime. There you go. All right. Oh my God, this guy. I'm so sorry he's ruining your interview, Jay.
Yeah.
No, but seriously though, you're doing something that we don't hear this sort of thing.
No.
How did you? I mean, I don't know if it's fair to say that a musician stumbles upon a sound, but how much of this was just like, I'm assuming there's just so much experimentation, right?
Yeah, many years of playing electric violin, and just plugging into whatever I could plug violins into. And yeah, I have a lot of experience working like with bands, original bands, cover bands, all that kind of stuff. And you know, a lot of times in a band, I will kind of function like the lead guitar player, and because this instrument, which we can talk about, has a lot of range, as I'm trying to showcase tonight.
I mean that's amazing. It was amazing range. You were like picking at it. You were like making beats with it. You know, you might have called Little Nimoy back into the the living realm from there. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, so I should just shout out this this particular instrument. It's called a Viper violin.
Viper?
A viper, like the snake.
Oh, yeah.
I know, yeah, this thing gets dangerous. And it's made by wood violins, and I have to say, just the other day, like 2-3 days ago, I hit 20 years of playing these instruments. So,
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations!
So it's a great way to start my 21st year. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Playing this show tonight, so I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Congratulations, that's really wonderful.
Yeah.
In a weird coincidence, Atu and I have both called our bellies Viper bellies.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? That's so what a
Yeah,
coincidence.
because we know how to eat it when it's
We know
dead.
how to play these bellies. You know what I'm saying? Jay, you're gonna do another song for us, but you have any shows or anything you want the audience to know about coming up?
Yeah.
Not officially locked in, so but I am pleased to say that I'm joining the world of the interweb, and I started a website.
Oh.
So it's jaygoldensound.com, JAYGOLDEN sound.com, and you'll be pleased to know that there actually isn't any sound on there right now, but. You can sign up. You can do the email. Actually, you know what? It's a tribute to John Cage. There's no sound, and that is.
Yeah.
Nicely done. I'd also like to point out that Jake already got it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's how quick. That's Jake. Jake is quick. Yeah. So go to that website, bookmark that website, which is a phrase I haven't said since 1997.
Yeah.
But do it. Go check it out, and we love you, Jay. We love what you're doing. This is amazing stuff.
Sign
you're gonna
up
do
on
another
his
one for us,
website.
right?
Yeah, and if you guys are cool, I'm gonna let this one burn a little bit.
Yeah. Burn it down,
up.
bro.
Burn it down. Burn it down. Jay Golden, everyone.
With that heat.
Jay
Golden.
Golden. Jay, thanks again, man. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Jay Golden, please.
Wow.
You know what vibes I was getting that whole time?
What?
Whole time, every time he played, I was
Yeah.
just like, one, if they make another Mad Max movie, he needs to be the one playing flames. You know?
Like flames coming out
Yeah,
like from the
yeah,
back.
yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, all day.
And then I was also getting the sound was like the slow-mo badass scenes in Peaky Blinders.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was getting that vibe. Like,
Yeah, you're getting the
especially
vibe.
the first track.
Yeah,
he
somebody's
played.
about to get pinky blinded.
Yeah, Pinky Blinded. Do you need us to get off the rug there, Greg? All right.
Yeah, we'll get off the rug.
We'll get off the rug. It's all right.
Yeah.
We don't need to be on it.
We don't.
We're like dogs. We shouldn't be on the rug. Bark, bark.
Yeah.
Meredith liked that one.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Remember, all
Okay.
dogs do go to heaven.
Do they, though?
I don't know.
I just showed my nephew.
That was a weird movie, I have to say.
All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds, man.
Burt Reynolds was in
Burt
that?
Reynolds was the main voice in that movie.
Oh, that makes it even sadder.
No, you know what movie I showed? I showed clips to my nephew.
Yeah.
Point Break. I showed him clips of Point Break, the foot chase, and the final scene where he lets Bodie go.
Oh,
Right?
Bodie, man. Dude.
And folks,
Catch that wave. It's a once-in-a-lifetime wave.
that movie sucks so bad. Like, seriously.
Oh, dude.
It's like the worst movie I've ever seen.
Swayze's the man.
Is he, though? He was. He was
I mean,
dope.
come
Roadhouse.
on, dude. His
Roadhouse.
His hips do not lie.
They don't lie.
No.
He was Shakira
No,
before
he just-
Shakira. Boom, 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 boom. He was like,
He had them broke.
he was the only boy in his small Texas town who took ballet lessons. And that's
Oh.
why he was able to move the way he could move.
Yeah, we met someone that discovered him and put him in a film.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember
We
when
did. She
Sally
was
told
on the
us
show.
that story?
Sally told us, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so by the transitive property, we know Patrick Swayze, and he's here now.
He's here with us, up in the rafters
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, they're hanging out.
Yeah.
Eating basil sausage together.
We're going to bring up our next guest.
Oh, we are.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am
Let's get
always excited for
This
guests.
this dude's always excited. Folks, please welcome up the comedy stylings of Leslie
Leslie Lang.
Woo!
Okay, well, I don't have a Viper violin, so I hate to disappoint you. I also am missing my pink kazoo necklace, if you guys were here early. So I'm Leslie Lang. A lot of people think I'm going to be Chinese with that last name. I'm not Chinese. I mean, I wish I were, because then I'd finally be able to date a white guy. Hey, I know. See, that sounds racist, but it's just absolutely true, okay? I mean, I'll date a guy of any race. I'm just trying to complete my collection so I can move on to women. That's not true. I'm team penis all the time. And I mean, I'm very friendly, so a lot of women are like, hey, what's up, right? And I'm like, I'm team penis. And so I thought maybe if there was like a lesbian gang sign or something that, you know, like if I knew there were lesbians coming over, like la 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 la, you know what I mean? Like something like that. I'm team penis, but I could be talked into being a lesbian from the waist up. You know what I mean? A little kissing, a little boobs. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt that way. So I got out of my car, and this guy was begging for money. Scared me. Came out of the darkness. He goes, hey, do you have some money for me? I'm like, do you think I have any money left over after buying this outfit? There's just no way, right? Actually, it's not true. I do this little segment called Goodwill Hunting. So I go to Goodwill. It's funny, but it's true. So I go, hi, it's Leslie Lang. I'm Goodwill Hunting today. Let me show you what I found. So these jeans, Tahari, Goodwill. These boots, Goodwill. This shirt, Goodwill. This jacket, I know you're going to be surprised, but I got it for Goodwill and it was $11. Channeling my inner magician. These guys over there goes, you're performing tonight? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, what do you do? And I go, I'm a magician. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like thinking, hopefully I can pull some jokes out of my proverbial hat. Actually, during the day, I'm a realtor. And I was working with some buyers recently, and this lady, I said, where do you want to live? What about Cupertino? And she was like, too many Asians live there. And I'm like, okay, let me try to find you a less Asian-y neighborhood, Miss Chang. Second guy, I said, where do you want to live? What about Fremont? And he said, too many Indians live there. And I'm like, all right, well, let me try to find you a less Indianish neighborhood, Mr. Gupta. Then I was talking to a guy. He goes, I don't want to live where any of the white people live. And I said, don't worry, you can't afford Los Gatos anyway. So I'm dating online, and my profile name is Happy-Go-Lucky365. Guys read that as Happy-Get-Lucky365, which is okay with me. The first guy who contacted me, he said, I'm into cross-dressing, and I'm older, so I got to keep an open mind, apparently, as my sister and friends say. So I said, okay, you're a cross-dresser. I could potentially double my wardrobe. Okay, positive attitude. He said, it turns me on when women humiliate me. I'm like, I know how to humiliate a man. I've been married. You laughed at that. I'm like, we'll talk after. And then he goes, I'm into something called family fun. And I'm like, what's that? Actually, it's incest fantasies, okay? So I said, how about this? How about if you lose my number, and then I'll pretend I don't know you when you're running for public office? The third guy who contacted me, actually, no, I'm on the second guy. Second guy who contacted me, he described himself as BDSM, hetero flexible poly switch. I was like, why don't you just shorten that to IFA? I'll fuck anything. One guy, he goes, I'm 90% straight. And I'm like, is this the 10% that's gay? Because that's really all I care about at this point. This guy, Skylar, he was kept asking about, these young guys are tenacious. Oh my gosh. Skylar. And you can see how he's very young with that name. And he begged me to go out with him. Finally, I'm like, fine, I'll go out with you. We actually had a good time. And we got home before his curfew, so his mom wasn't even mad. Dated an older guy, and he was trying to use young language. Oh, that's redonkulous. I'm not going to kick you to the curb. I'm not going to throw shade on you. And he goes, hey, I'm horny. Why don't you come over to my house and jump up on my junk? And I said, well, at your age, you don't have junk. What you have is clunk. And I'll be over in 15 minutes. Dick pics, I'm a fan. With proper lighting, an honest camera angle, and something for scale, send it over. Okay? Send it over. Two reasons guys will send you dick pics. One, they have something fantastic to show you. Two, they have something to warn you about. I have so many dick pics, I had to hire an assistant to file them all. Solicited, unsolicited. One's to send to the FBI. One's to send to the Guinness Book of World Records. One's to send to the zoo. Dear zookeeper, I'm pretty sure I found your missing platypus. And each one of my dick pics, they're just all gems, which is why they're also filed by cut, color, clarity, and of course, carat. And we know that carat means weight. And I've seen some hefty carats in my day. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Not a TV commercial, 2 dick pic categories. Tastes great, less filling. Again, 2 dick pic categories. And I mean, I don't want to get political about my dick pics, but I do separate the ones that lean to the left from the ones that lean to the right. There's a bean burrito crowd here. There's bean burritos. I don't do bean burritos. Anyway, so I hate it when people say, I want to get something off my chest. Especially when it's my surgeon saying I've got to get breast cancer off my chest. Now stay with me, this has a happy ending. I know it gets a little when I do that. My surgeon said, she goes, we're gonna have to remove part of your breast. And I go, well, of course, you got to get the cancer out. Then she goes, we're going to give you 8 doses of chemotherapy. You're going to lose all your hair. And I'm like, that's all right. It'll grow back. That's fine. Then we're going to give you 30 doses of radiation. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll glow in the dark or have superpowers or something. That's fine. But doctor, how skinny am I going to get during this whole thing? How skinny? She said, actually, Leslie, we're going to be giving you steroids, and you're going to gain at least 50 pounds. Fucking cancer. My doctor said that I healed faster than her other patients because of my positive attitude. And I said, well, of course, doctor, when I see this cup, I see it as half full. Guys used to say to me, hey, nice rack. But now I'm more like a half rack, but just as spicy. I want my boobie back, boobie back, boobie back. Don't tell Chili's I'm using their jingle. They had a little problem with that. And you think having 2 different sized breasts would stop me from doing the things I enjoy? Not even a bit. Last weekend, I was in a wet t-shirt contest, and I came in 1st and 3rd. Thank you. So I'll end with this. This black dude, this handsome black dude comes up to me, goes, hey, have you ever been with a black man? I'm like, no, I haven't. But my dad is a big racist. So what do you have in mind, right? So he goes, yeah, I'll come over and I'll come over. So he comes over to my house and he's carrying like a CPAP machine. And I'm like, what makes you think you're sleeping over, buddy? And so I bring the CPAP machine. Okay, so when you have sex with a black man, oh my God. He gives you a piece of his soul. I mean, it was toe curling and really good. And he's got a big dick. Okay. So after, I was just like, oh. And then I look over at him and all I hear is, and I'm like, oh my God, I lost my black virginity to Dark Vader. And I know. And once you go black, you might as well go brown. So I'm fucking this Indian guy. He doesn't have a big dick. He's a selfish lover, and he got his tikka masala sauce all over my sheets. So for me, India means I'll never do it again. India. That's my last joke. You're supposed to laugh a lot to that. Jesus! All right, then I'm going to end with this. Can I end with this? I don't want to brag, but I got guys coming and going from my house at all hours of the day and night. I love DoorDash. My mattress sees so much action, it's got PTSD. Emphasis on the D for dick, sir. Stay with me. Am I supposed to bring this over? Okay, anyway, hey, thanks for listening to my private things that I shared.
All right, give it up for Leslie Lang.
Leslie!
I will also say we know Leslie very well, and she does tell a lot of her personal information. So, she's an open book.
I've never seen someone's identity
Actually,
get stolen so
I think
often.
according to Leslie, she's running a library of information that we all should not know.
I got the Dewey Decimal System.
Oh.
I still got it.
Okay.
I'm taking Dewey as a whole other word. There.
Yeah.
So Leslie, you've been doing stand-up comedy for quite some time.
Yes.
What's something that always surprises you with stand-up?
Yeah.
What's something like when coming up on stage, working with audiences? What always surprises you?
How many people after the show go, I want to be a comedian? And I'm like, they're like, I want to do that too. And I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah.
So it's every time. And the thing is that you just need a microphone and, some people to listen. But
Yeah.
So a little bird told me an interesting story about how you got started doing comedy. Can you tell everyone how you started comedy?
Okay, so I had that breast cancer thing, right? And so when I found out that I was going to survive breast cancer, I thought, okay, what is my highest and best use? I'm funny and I'm fashionable and I'm fuckable. Okay, funny and fashionable. And so I went to the comedy college in San Francisco and I learned all the stuff, and that's how I got started in comedies, because like I was gonna die. Then I was like, I'm gonna live, so I want to spread joy with my fashion and with my funny, with my clothes and with my comedy.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. That jacket is one of a kind. Yeah.
I feel the same way. I'm super fashionable, and thank you, and I'm very funny. So yeah, it all worked out really nicely there.
Yeah, you're out here bringing the heat, you know.
Literally, the heat.
It gives.
Literally.
It gives. I may rummage through your garbage can.
Are you saying that I give the vibe that I might rummage through someone's garbage can?
Yeah, they'll like pull out the recyclables to separate them.
That's definitely a thing I've done.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I went dumpster diving.
Oh.
Yeah. Me and my brother would go behind this Walgreens, and we would pull out all these like unused deodorants and soaps and things, and then we just give them out to the neighborhood.
Thank you for doing that.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, good job.
Distributing that heat, you know?
Yeah.
I was behind a Safeway one time, not a Walgreens, and I was picking up garbage, and I realized that I was in somebody's home behind the dumpster, and he scared me, and I said, "Oh, hey, hi, do you need this one broken flip-flop here?" So then I found out that I was picking up around his house, and then he started to help me.
Oh.
And then he said, "Do you like jewelry?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." He gets me a pearl necklace. Okay, it's not a real it's a pearl.
Whoa.
Just one pearl necklace.
It's a necklace with a pearl on it, Atu.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
it's the order of how you say things.
Yeah.
And so he gave me this pearl necklace. His name was Willard, and he went to Branham High. Okay. And so here, my comic, I'm like thinking, I wonder what you majored in, right, Willard? Because we're here, and so, but it was an unusual dynamic that I was picking up trash, and all of a sudden I was in his place, and then we're picking up trash together. Then he gives me a pearl necklace. We've been dating for about 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Yeah.
I mean,
you are not picky, are you? You
no.
just really. That explains why she was in my house picking up garbage the other day.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah. Leslie, you are a very strange delight. Do you have any shows coming up? Anything that people should know
what
about?
are you working on?
I'm working on a show, #1 Broadway. That should be coming up soon. I'm doing some corporate events and private parties because during the holidays, so I've got more of that going on. Also, San Jose Improv. That's where I grew up, and we're having an open mic there here next Wednesday, right?
Oh, yeah, next week, San Jose Improv open
This
mic
week.
Slide through is going to be, actually, this Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Not next week.
No.
This Wednesday, November 8th.
In 2 nights.
Come to help celebrate my birthday more.
It'll be great. And if you want Instagram, I'm at Leslie Lang 369. So
Jake's gonna put it on the screen.
369, one more time.
369, the goose drank wine.
Up on the screen there, folks. Go ahead and follow Leslie on Instagram, and let's give Leslie a big round of applause, folks.
All right.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
Woo! Folks, I gotta say,
Boom. Yeah.
our if I did the kind of jokes that Leslie did,
Oh, yeah.
they wouldn't let me on light rail ever again.
Well, I mean, Leslie is Leslie.
Oh yeah.
And only Leslie can be Leslie.
Only Leslie can be Leslie.
Yeah, I mean...
only you can be you, Atu.
Only me can be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for that one time when I made a very, very bad choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
What? Okay.
Oh, it was my turn to be awkward and weird.
Yeah. You know what? All of us are awkward and weird in our subtle ways. You know, everyone makes the choice one day to eat a pickle or not eat a pickle.
Yeah. I try to keep my awkward weirdness at home by myself. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't.
I'm the kind of person who will walk around my house just in boxers, and I will make weird noises just to hear it echo off the walls.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'll just be like,
Oh.
yeah. I love that stuff.
That's good. That's you're checking the tones.
Yeah, my cat hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Folks, we're going to bring up our next guest.
We are.
You guys ready for another guest? You guys ready for another
guest.
performer? Please welcome on my dear friend all the way from Los Angeles, California. Please put your hands together for Joe Hernandez-Kolski.
Joe Hernandez-Kolski.
No, you're staying here. You're staying here.
We're staying here.
I need you to state your thesis again, Atu. State your thesis again.
What was your thesis, Atu?
Your thesis about Taco Bell.
About Taco Bell.
I need you to state your thesis again.
Taco Bell.
I'm here to defend you, Atu.
Taco Bell is. Taco Bell is one of these places you should never go to.
Round of applause if you go to Taco Bell on a regular basis. I have been to Taco Bell once in my life. How crazy is that? My mother is Mexican American. She found Taco Bell, fast food Mexican, to be the most disgusting thing in the existence of the world. So I have never been to Taco Bell. It shows you what the power of your mom can do.
That's very true.
I have somehow never been to a place that most people in the world have been to. It's kind of crazy.
I'm going to leave the stage now.
Leave now. Give it up for Mr. Mike and Atu, please. It's crazy. As you can guess, yes, I am half Latino, and you can tell that I am half Latino by the way that I pronounce the word half. My mother is Mexicana, my father is Polish. Round of applause by any other people who come from a mixed background. If your mother is from one country, your father's from another. Tell me if this sounds familiar with you. When I tell people I'm half Mexican, half Polish, they are still so confused by that information that they associate me with food. They say, wow, so wait a second, hold on, you're Polish and Mexican. So what does that give you, a love for kielbasa with a side of frijoles? And I have to tell them, no, it gives me white privilege with a side of street cred. So I grew up, my mother could tell that I was struggling with my Mexican identity, maybe because my Polish grandmother used to introduce me to her friends as, this is Joey, my Mexican grandson. Till the day that I introduced her as, this is Charlotte, my racist grandma. I am dealing with a recent breakup. Round of applause if you're dealing with some kind of breakup of some sort, if you are single and proud of it. Thank you. I'm dealing with a recent breakup, recent meaning about 4 years ago. That's the great thing about social media these days. If you don't want to move on, you don't have to. I start most mornings like, God, is it beautiful outside? I'm just going to keep clicking refresh on my girlfriend's Instagram page and her mom's page and her sister's page. And then I like to open each in separate tabs, and it's like we're having breakfast together. It's healthy, right? Here's the thing that I struggle with. I think breakups, in many ways, are harder to deal with than actual deaths. Because when my grandmother died, there was no choice in the matter. I had to let her go. It's not like I got home from her funeral, opened my computer, and was like, oh, look, there's Grandma's IG story, and she's hanging out with all of my best friends. There was never going to be that awkward moment when I bumped into my grandma at Coachella. I was never going to be like, oh, shit, okay. Okay, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Hi, Grandma. Oh, Joey. Oh, so good to see you here at the Valley stage. You look great, Grandma. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Michael, my new grandson. What's up, Mike? So, Joey, found any new grandmas lately? No, I miss you, Grandma. Joey, don't do this, not here. Grandma, please. You were the most important grandma I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I know you wanted to have great grandkids, and I kept telling you I wasn't ready. I'm ready now, Grandma. Joey, please. What we had was special. But Michael, he's been wonderful to me, but I want you to know you will always be my favorite Mexican grandson. It's never going to be that. So, yeah, you can give a round of applause right there as I adjust this microphone stand. This is a fancy one. So, that's interesting. I went here to adjust it. Now I want to figure out how this goes. Twist. Oh. That's dope. Okay, cool. No, but then it keeps going down. You have to twist, but then it's there. So I just have to perform this way now. Okay. So I went home and I wrote this poem. Dear future wife. I know, right? I'm not quite sure how we haven't met yet either. Actually, that's not true. I'm pretty sure it's my fault. I thought I had to have it all figured out. Like career, check. Money in the bank, check. Hairstyle appropriate for my age, yes. Am I a success? Do I have a happy life? Yes, great, let's go find a wife. And all of my friends were like, why does every date of yours end the same? And I was like, because I know everything about her except her name. She will be a short, brunette, Catholic Latina from the city of Chicago. Maybe she's part Polish, part Mexicano, just like me. And she loves to dance, just like me. And she loves the 1975, just like me. And she knows every single line to The Breakfast Club. Why does it sound like I'm looking for me? As you can see, I can get a little wrapped up in who I think I'm supposed to be and what I have been told is a real man. So instead, here, tonight, here is a declaration of exactly who I am. In the simplest terms, the most convenient definitions. My full name is Joseph Edwin Philip Hernandez-Kolski. I don't read nearly enough books. I love my Apple TV way too much. I haven't finished This Is Us, though, because I can't handle the emotional commitment of that TV show. I don't follow soccer. I think Bob Marley is way overplayed, and if I die and somehow end up in hell, the soundtrack will be Imagine Dragons, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mumford & Sons, and ABBA. I can't stand the royal family. I don't give a shit about any of their babies. I think they're simply the Kardashians with a little bit of purpose. I get annoyed by people who don't know their directions. The ocean is west. Figure the rest out. And yes, I wax my eyebrows. Because my mom once looked at me and said, you should wax your eyebrows. And sometimes I curl my eyelashes. Because my mom once said, you should curl your eyelashes. She curled them. A girl complimented my eyes, and I've been doing it ever since. I miss my mom a lot. It's been over 13 years now. And now I know loss like that, it never goes away. You grow from it, and you learn how to put it away. I love snowboarding. It is my white privilege sport of choice. I also love an occasional cigarette and a White Claw because they make me feel like the bad boy I never was. I think fighting is allowed in hockey because it is a white-dominated sport, which is why I want to implement inner-city hockey programs. Watch how quickly fighting will get banned as soon as we give blacks and Latinos hockey sticks, and then we can have a real conversation about white privilege in America. And that is what is important to me. I don't give a shit about how many likes my selfies get on Instagram. And yes, I am totally lying, but I'm doing my best to remember what's important. The clear sky the day after a rainstorm, the early morning exercise that I have to get up for, and the hand that I have to keep putting on my sister's back. I plan on singing Bill Withers and the Beatles' Blackbird to our children. And when it comes to our wedding, I hope you love Anita Baker's Giving You the Best That I Got, because I want that to be our first dance. And I want to have a late night, all night dance party where we get unbelievably sweaty to house music. And you better bring your sneakers because I will mess you up on a dance floor. And that's not a threat. It's a challenge. And here's a promise. As long as you're with me, you will never have to open another door again. You're gonna have to get used to having a new close friend. You will always feel loved. I give the best damn hugs. And you're gonna have to get used to doing things with only one hand, because I will always be holding the other. So, I'm really excited that you visited my profile. That's a really cool scuba diving pic. Let's grab coffee soon, yes? Love. Nah, that's too much. Sincerely, Joe. Thanks, y'all.
All right, Joe.
Joe Hernandez-Kolski.
I don't know there's a time up here. That's dope. Was my mic going in and out, or is that just me?
No, well, you know, things happen.
It
Okay.
didn't seem like it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I felt like I kept hearing it cut in and out. Okay, good.
No,
I
that's
love
okay.
that. That helps me keep on time. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm at 8.
It-
Okay, that's perfect.
It has never helped me or Atu.
No, we
No,
sometimes
no.
we just keep talking and talking
just
and talking about.
Gabbing.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
I'm happy with my time.
Joe, I've known you for
30
going
years.
on 20 years.
20
I wanna
years,
say,
yeah.
About 20 years.
Yeah.
And you have been, I've seen you act.
Yeah.
I've seen you in commercials on television in my own home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw you.
Yeah.
I saw him recently this season.
Yeah.
In an episode of Law and Order.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
he
was
was
wild.
he was in Law and Order.
Yeah.
This is what's funny. So the character's name when I auditioned for it was Dr. Carlos Acevedo. And then I got cast and they changed his name to Maurice.
I like Maurice.
That doesn't poke my insecurities at all. in the
Maurice
least.
is pretty. It's kind of a crossover.
Maurice is a
name.
guy you meet and then he teaches you how to properly open a cantaloupe.
How did Steve Miller say it in The Joker? Call me Maurice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what brings you to San Jose, Joe?
You.
Yeah! This guy. It's me. And what is it? So you've done a number of things here in San Jose through events that I've put on. And
I still want to perform at a college. I haven't done a college gig here yet, I don't think.
yeah.
I think I've only performed through your stuff.
Yeah,
and I
that's-
do a lot of college shows, but I've never done a college show in San Jose.
and there's at least 2 to choose from. Yeah. At least. You should look into Santa Clara University
Yeah.
and San Jose State,
All right.
which we're very close to right now.
I mean, Deanne's is in Cupertino, but that's a good spot too.
That is a good spot. Yeah.
I mean, it
One of
is Cupertino though.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to him.
It's
I'm
the
trying
home
to think
of
of
time, right? Isn't that
Cupertino is
just
like
the...
Cupertino would be like Brentwood with less streetlights.
Gotcha.
Or Simi Valley, really.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's originally from Pasadena.
Yeah. I grew up in Pasadena.
Big black dude from Pasadena, right?
That's exactly how that Beach Boys song
What?
goes.
What?
Actually, I live literally next door to the little old lady from Pasadena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You guys, I seriously would love to see a TV show. I mean, you and a little old lady, just like solving crimes, you know?
Me too.
And you're both wearing capes, but you can't fly.
Can I
you know?
can I pick the shortest lady from the Golden Girls?
That's Estelle Getty. Get her name in your mouth correctly. Who did she play? What was her name on the show?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. That's why I'm
Rose.
going to
No,
say.
it wasn't Rose.
Sophia.
Sophia.
Oh, Sophia.
Yeah.
That's right.
Feel stupid.
Rose was Betty White. Although Betty White got Betty White vibes, and I like Betty White.
Who doesn't like Betty White other than B. Arthur?
There's some people who are actively hating Betty White out here.
Who?
No.
Give me their addresses now.
Okay, we're gonna start something.
She was 99. She lived a good life. You know, she saved animals.
She did she make it to 100? No, it was like
No.
the day before.
2 weeks off.
Yeah.
2 weeks off. Yeah. Yeah.
She
Fuck
did it as a
COVID.
joke, really. She wanted to get out
Fuck
early.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, what else you got going on while you're here in the Bay Area?
No, this is it. I drive back to LA tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm here for you, man.
I know,
You
and I
tell
love
me
you
to
for
stop
it.
through, I stop through.
So Joe is the guy who got me set up with a gig down in L.A. and Rosario Dawson came and hung out both nights
Yeah.
and missed my performance.
No, she didn't. Did
Yes, she did. Because she was filming something And so I was the opener for both of those shows. I opened the
yeah.
show. So I did the first like 20 minutes of the show, and then she showed up every time afterward. And
That
so I'd be
sucks.
outside having a cigarette back when I smoked.
But she knew
And
your work. She knew
That
your
was
work.
the weird thing.
She knew your work.
Was that I thought I was meeting her for the first time.
No, she knew your work.
And she goes, I'm like, so you owe me a poem. You got to listen to one of my poems one of these days. And she goes, I've heard you before, Mike Mcgee. And I was like, when did you hear me before? She goes, I was at the taping for Def Poetry Jam, and you did this poem and this poem. And I was like, holy shit!
No, she's
just a smart lady.
She's a siren.
She's-
You fall in
she's-
love with that woman.
Oh my God.
Because
that's
she's
why-
like that for everybody.
She's-
That's why
Amazing.
she's playing a Jedi now.
Yeah.
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Because she's an actual
She's
Jedi.
just like she just makes you feel like you're the most special person at that moment when she's talking
true.
to you. She's
But-
dope like that.
Can you guys introduce me to her and my wife? That'd be great.
I don't have her contact info.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
She probably has mine, though.
Yeah.
That's weird.
She's
Yeah.
like, I know everything about you, Mike.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think I texted her one time and she said happy birthday to you.
No, she didn't.
She did.
Stop. Go on. No, but seriously, Joe, you are a very talented human being, and I love watching you on
Thank you, man.
stage, on screen, and I thank you for being a part of the show
Thank
tonight.
you.
And you'll give it up for Joe with all the names.
Just follow me.
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
Jake, let's get his handle back
Yeah,
on
there it
screen
is.
there. There we go. There it is. Oh! Oh! Here, I'll take that for you. Thanks, bud. Uh.
You know
Give
what?
it up for Drunk Monk, everybody.
Yeah, give it up.
These guys are the goddamn best. The best.
They're giving me Morris Day and the Time vibes.
Yeah, they do got that. They do got that. I can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. They just need the suits.
Yeah.
They just need the suits. When's the last time, Nick? When's the last time you wore a suit?
Well, it was like a blazer, right?
Yeah.
So probably never.
Yeah.
Never worn a suit?
Actually, maybe
How about
we
you,
should.
Kevin? When's the last time you wore a
Maybe
suit?
we should have Leslie Lang fashion
Like 2
you
months
guys
ago
up for
when
the
we-
next show.
When we were doing
Get you some sparkled pants and some leather goods.
Ooh, Leslie could be our wardrobe department.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually dress us up in things that aren't black t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah. Get us in sparkly sequensy stuff.
I have so many black t-shirts at home,
all my t-shirts are black except for like 4.
which were given to you by people who didn't know that you don't wear that color.
And I used, you know what? You know, I used to have this horrible T-shirt back in the day. Someone gave me a Kool-Aid shirt.
Okay. With the Kool-Aid man on the
Yeah,
face.
with a Kool-Aid man on the face, and I wore it like a couple times. And every time I was walking down the street, and somebody kept saying, "Oh yeah, oh yeah," and I was like, "What? Why are they yelling that at me?" And I guess they expected me like run through some bricks or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Man, that would be dangerous in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Folks, we have one last performer this evening,
Oh my
and we're
God.
very excited to bring them on.
We are. We're
I'm
very excited.
stoked. Just hearing what I've heard of theirs online and hearing their sound check tonight, I think
Yeah.
we're in for a real treat.
We are.
So we're going to ask them to go ahead and come on up. They can start
Like, you
coming
guys
on up
can
now
start getting
and
set
plugging
up.
in and doing all that stuff. And while they're doing that, while they're getting ready,
Yeah.
we're going to take this opportunity to say, even though we might be going on hiatus after next week,
Really
please
vacation.
Please come to next week's show. We got a
Yeah.
big lineup for you next week as well.
Bring your
Um,
cousin. You guys bring your cousins, okay?
Yeah, bring your cousins. Bring all
I
of
know.
your
I
cousins.
know they're in town. They're gonna be
Yeah.
in town. You bring them here. Bring more babies because we want more babies.
Oh yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Definitely bring more
Bring
babies.
all the.
That might be the
bring
youngest
bring
baby.
your whole daycare group, like
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
of
Bring
all
bring
the
whole
moms
daycare
and the
group.
babies.
Yeah.
We have Shaws for you if you want to feed your children.
We have what?
Shaws.
Shaws?
Yeah, it's a shawl. That's what a shawl was invented for.
A shawl?
A shawl was
Yeah, a
invented
shawl, yeah.
so that you could put a blanket on top of your baby and feed the baby.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
That's you know what? I've done that on the bus before.
Yeah.
I just fed a cat
Oh.
under a shawl
Yeah, there you go.
on the bus. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to bring cats on the bus.
You're not supposed to bring cats on the bus.
BTA lets me though. I have a special card that lets me
Oh.
bring a cat on the bus.
Oh, you're the bus cat man?
I'm bus cat.
Yeah.
riding the cat bus. That was for you, Lizelle. That joke was for you.
Yeah.
No, but
You
I
want
want
us to move anymore?
folks, we want to thank the Tabard Theatre
Yes.
for a full year of letting us do this show and producing this show with us.
Yes, the Tabard Theatre has been integral in providing a performance space for our community for
Absolutely.
more than enough time. And we
so-
want to make sure this place remains a place to see live performances. So let's give it up for Tabard again.
Big thanks to one of our producers, Jonathan Williams, who is
Yeah.
not here tonight. Huge thanks to Stephanie Wiggum, one of our executive
Stephanie.
producers. Thank you again to Greg Holmes for making us sound so good, our
Yeah.
technical director. And
Big
Jake
time
Spikes
Greg.
for making us look real good on screen
Yeah.
and for adding little flourishes of text that are usually funnier than me and Atu combined.
Yeah. He likes to play volleyball.
Thank you to our house manager, Meredith King,
Yeah.
for keeping things smooth.
Yeah.
And of course, Donna at the bar, folks. If you haven't gotten a beverage or a snack from Donna, they still have bao buns, folks. They still have bao buns for sale.
And
as
they're
soon as the
delicious.
I haven't had mine yet. They got vegetarian ones over there that I'm
Yeah.
gonna try in a hot second.
They're delicious.
Literally
Eat one.
a hot second.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we want to thank everyone here. And that's the thing, folks, is that this venue, if you think this venue is cool,
Yeah.
it needs your help. This place needs our help.
We
to
need hundreds and thousands of people to come to this venue
Every
and
day.
enjoy this space every day.
Hundreds of
There needs to be a
thousands.
line around the corner.
There-
You need to tell your dad to come, okay?
Yeah. And if you
Call him.
can, invite Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
Invite.
Yeah.
Who was the other dead person we were talking about earlier?
John Candy.
Sure, John Candy. Invite John Candy. Because if you practice inviting dead people, you're definitely gonna have more success inviting live people.
That's
for
true,
Sure.
yes.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
How we feeling, gentlemen? You guys ready to go?
Ready to go?
All right, folks. It is with great pleasure that we welcome to the stage a local band, a band that's gonna change your mind about how dope you think you are once you see how dope they are. Please put your hands together for Turn Me On Dead.
Turn Me On Dead.
Go on, putting on a, when you're putting on a happy face. Oh, you're putting on a, when you're putting on a happy face. So come inside my room, we can go upstairs. You know that's how it works out. Or 40 seconds we're in love. But then 2 weeks later, you gotta go. I didn't know had an expiration. Oh, get me to the dance floor. Oh, get me to the dance floor. I gotta dance before I let go. Oh, get me to the dance floor. Oh, get me to the dance floor. I gotta dance before I let go. I put my hand in my pocket and I pull out my wallet. Oh, look, it's me, kinda looking like I did. What's up with yesterday? Never mind with yesterday. Oh, well, it's the day and I'm all fucked up again. I'm afraid. So go on, put a happy face, happy face. Go on, put a happy face. Jamie I can't let it know, I won't forget it. Cause last night I didn't know who I was with. Just the way that it goes, oh, hey. You said you were real lies. Sure, I didn't say that, no, I didn't mean that, no, I said, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, go on and shame me, shame me. Thank you. I'm gonna show you a different way. We can keep moving on. We can keep breaking up. Listen here, I'm gonna show you a different life. We can keep breaking up. We can keep moving on. Cause it's all new. When you know it's the end. So sad. Chain me up to your thoughts, I don't care when you're moving, crawling, choose, don't you know, in the end of myself, it could cost me my life, gonna show you a different way, yeah, how we can keep moving on, how we can keep breaking up, so sad. Listen here, I'm gonna show you a different life, yes. How we can keep moving on. We can keep breaking up, so sad. Cause it's all she knew. When you know it's the end, so sad. Chain me up to your thoughts, I don't care when you're moving, crawling, feel, don't you know, in the end it could more than I say, it could cost me my life, and I'm down on my knees, pray, look to the sky and say, ooh, oh, feeling you like the rain. Yes, I worship you. Yes, I worship you.
Me On Dead, folks. Turn Me On Dead.
Turn me on.
Oh, all right. We're gonna go around. We're gonna introduce the whole band here. What's
Yeah,
your name?
yeah.
Julio, everyone. Give it up for Julio.
David.
Over here on the drums, who do we got?
Hey, what's up? I'm Martin.
Give it up for Martin, everybody. On bass.
David.
David on bass. And of course, on Vox.
Rick Alexander.
Give it up for Rick
Alexander.
Alexander, folks. Give it up for this band. Give it up for Turn Me On Dead. So I got a question. Who named the band? Where did the name come from?
I think it was a mutual thing between David and I.
So give us a little background.
It's based off of Beatles. What is it? Like a theory? Or
It's a theory, yeah. There's a book out there.
there's a book of Paul McCartney being dead.
Yeah, Paul.
Oh wait, Paul
is
McCartney's dead?
He's not currently dead, but he was dead in the '60s at one point.
Oh, he died.
But then he didn't die. But then he may have died.
Did he die from liking Yoko too much?
No,
He didn't like Yoko.
He's back now.
Oh, he didn't.
He came back from the dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
I
Yoko was
wasn't
on
sure.
him, on us. No, that was a bad joke. Anyhow, so you guys all have. I mean, I would imagine you guys all have decades of experience playing in other bands. How long has Turn Me On Dead been a project for you guys?
Yeah.
Since 2011, we were together. Took a bit of a break and then came back together. About 2-3 years ago, and we're back at it.
That's right, David.
Like jamming during the pandemic. Like were you guys getting together during the pandemic and working on stuff?
We were exchanging ideas. Mm-hmm. We were still, it was still in our thought process.
Yeah,
So as soon as we were able to continue, we full steam ahead.
that's great. And I mean, you guys have played in, I'm assuming, a bunch of venues all throughout the South Bay and the Bay Area, right? But what's one of your favorite spots to perform in? Where do you love to
Aside from here?
Sure, yeah. Can you guys see yourselves doing a full-on concert in this room?
If you guys would have us.
Oh yeah, let's get that concert going.
Let's get that happening.
Let me
That sounds
ask
like
my
the move.
agent.
Yeah.
It's doable.
Yeah, it's doable. All right. There your people call my people.
Now, but do you guys consider yourselves a San Jose band? Do you guys consider yourself just a Bay Area band? How do you identify?
We're San Jose, yeah.
100%.
Proud to be from San Jose, born and raised on the playground.
That's who we like booking on this show, and it's kind of neat tonight because we had two guests that aren't from here.
Yeah.
We brought them on, but you guys have a show coming up, right? Tell us about
Where's
the
your
show
show
you guys got
happening
coming
at?
up.
Yeah.
We have a show at the Ritz this Thursday with Contain Her and Kid Lords, the Glam Kitty Ball. Yeah.
Kid Lord.
Oh
And
wow.
Contain Her. Container's dope, too.
Yeah, we know Container.
Yeah, Container's great.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to get her on the show too, but yeah,
She's hard to
yeah,
book, man.
yeah.
She's a busy lady.
She's busy.
Ethereal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she really is. She floats into the room,
Yeah,
with
I
a
mean-
keyboard. Yeah. Well, you guys are going to do another song for us, right? You guys are going to close this out?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm
One
excited.
last,
So
one
the
last
Ritz-
question.
Oh,
One last
you got another question?
Before you guys, what's the inspiration for you guys behind the music? Where does that passion come from? Where you ripped off your jacket and almost ripped off your shirt, almost ripped off your pants? I was like, yo, where is that passion coming from?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, because Atu and I, every episode, we have to stop ourselves from ripping off our clothes.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do, you know.
Yeah. So where does that come from for you?
Yeah.
What's the driving force to get your?
For real? He was a
I don't
stripper
know.
before.
Yeah, we just ended on that. That's.
No, my mom's watching. I did
Yeah.
not strip.
No stripping. No stripping. So you guys have a show this Saturday?
Thursday.
This Thursday.
This
This
Thursday.
Thursday at the Ritz.
At the
folks.
Ritz.
November
we
9th.
go on at 10.
They go on at 10 o'clock at night, so you know it's a real show, folks.
There you go.
Let's finish out this show. Thank you all for being here tonight. Folks, don't go anywhere. Off Mic is coming up right after this. Please give yourselves a round of applause and keep that applause going for Turn Me On Dead.
Sad boy. but in the end, 'cause all I want is to get lost around the world with you. But the turning down the course lost boy, walk around a lot like you're unknown. Through the crossroads, like I feel if it's true. Bad boy, they come around looking for you at night. You got love toys to generate feel used, oh my God. But in the end, so all I want is to get lost around the world with you. But the burning down a course, 'cause it's